Hi everyone, hope you all are fine and doing good. Welcome back to my online video classes. This is your Jessica Van once again here with a new poem called GV. It's poem number 4.1 from your course book and it's written by Michael Rosen. So this Michael Rosen, when he was 5 years old, his mother took him to a nearby school for admission. And when he was asked by the teacher, "What does your mother call you at home, child?" Then Michael says, "Michael, don't." That means he feels that his mother always says, "Michael, don't do this, Michael, don't do that, Michael, don't go here, Michael, don't touch this, Michael, don't put it there." So this is the word that his mother uses when she calls his names. So here the word chivi means to continuously urge someone to do something, often in an annoying way. So my dears, let's come to our poem. Let's read out the poem. The lines are: grown-ups say things like, "Speak up. Don't talk with your mouth full. Don't stare. Don't point. Don't pick your nose. Sit up. Say please. Less noise. Shut the door behind you. Don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you're funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything?" So these are the words, or these are the lines said by every elders. Let's see what our poet talks about these lines. The first stanza says, grown-ups say things like, "Speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose," which means it's the habit of the grown-ups to counsel the youngsters. They keep on instructing the child to speak up even when the child does not want to make the reply. They further advise him not to talk when his mouth is full and that he should not stare at anything. Further, he is told not to point fingers at anybody and also never to dig his fingers in his nose. The second stanza says, "Sit up, say please, less noise, shut the door behind you, don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets." Here, the elders too have certain directions to give the child. They tell him to sit with a proper posture, to say please and make less noise. The child should also shut the door behind him and never drag his feet while walking. And the child should always have a hanky for ready use and should keep his hands out of the pockets. This is what these lines says. And the third stanza says, "Pull your socks up, stand up straight, say thank you, don't interrupt. No one thinks you're funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything?" So according to these lines, the child has to be a refined being. He should wear his socks properly and pull them up. He should stand straight and not clumsily. He should also take care to say thank you on being given something and should never interrupt during a conversation. He should not behave in a funny manner to draw attention and should keep his elbows off the table. At times, he should be wise enough to take his own decisions. So this is what these lines meant to be. Overall, we see that grown-ups have a habit of always instructing the child. When the child does not want to reply, they will say, "Speak up." On the other hand, when he replies, he will be told not to talk with his mouth full. Similarly, he is given many instructions. When he is given something, someone will say thank you. He will be asked not to drag his feet, to use his hanky, to take hands out of his pockets, etc., etc., etc. These instructions become very annoying sometimes. For example, when the child is trying to look interesting to please his elders, he is rebuked. Without caring about his emotions, he is told, "No one thinks you are funny." Or when he is seeking advice, he hears, "Can't you make your own mind about anything?" So, my dears, I hope you all also must have faced this kind of experience in your life. But as a teacher, as an elder, as a parent, I would like to say that please do not take these instructions in a negative way. A parent always thinks that he is right, and whatever the instruction he is giving to his child is the best instructions. So please do not take it negative, but accept it as positive and make your life better. Hope you all understood the poem and enjoyed it well. See you all in our next lesson. Till then, do take care of yourself, be at home and be safe. Thank you.